And then you realize this club's not just for some. All friends, one family, together we are one.
Right, where do we start? Back at the start.
I wouldn't remember.
We won't say how many years ago, but...
I wouldn't remember from the start.
Well, I suppose the main thing is how you first got involved in football.
Oh, well, I played a bit in my younger days. I played a local team down home, and went away into England. I played with an Works team over there for a while, and when I come back then, I got married. Now I played for 2 seasons along that son of mine, Kenny.
Here you go.
And a Shown League. And then we stopped all that. I got involved with Fannet. I was down there for about 27 years. Then I was leaving. Ollie took over. So I stayed there for another 10 years along with him. And then when he was leaving down there to come up here, I says, I'll leave. He says, no, come up here along with me, so that's why I'm here, Ollie. Otherwise probably wouldn't have been here at all. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, as you said, there's the family connection there goes through Kenny and Gareth and that as well. I suppose there's a long line now with association with Finn Harps over the years.
Ah, well, I remember when Kenny was here playing, like, you know, it's a long time ago too. Patsy McGowan was here then. But he left, he packed it up, went left and back down to Fannet again. So stayed there for a long time. Yeah. She won everything down you could won down in Fannet, like with them, like. Yeah. And McKeever, Charlie got me involved in giving rubs and things like that there, you know.
Well, the whole physio side of things as well, it's something,
yeah.
What's 40 odd years at that now? And
I did a bit of that here with the boys, the young teams for a while, and odd times they were stuck, I was here to do it, like, things like that there. I do it with Glenn Gadd now at the minute, and a Shown down there now this last 6 or 7 years, like.
It was obviously a good run in the cup with the boys there as well.
Big run, it was great.
Good experience for the boys there.
That's good crack, like, I enjoy it too, like. Yeah. I know I'm too old for it, but I still keep going for another year, hopefully.
Well, I'd say, there's many boys about here who would say you're probably still the fittest man in the club.
I wouldn't just say that, no. Oh no, but I've never no problem with fitness, like, that never was a problem. Like, I never had till a hamstring or anything like that. I could still kick them door heads and things like that there. It doesn't worry me in the slightest, like, you know.
Well, I suppose then coming into this year, obviously the start of this year, we were expected what was to come. Then the COVID break came and football resumed then, and was it June or July? Was there any temptation for you to say, you know, there'd be some people might say you'd be in an in-risk bracket or this sort of thing. Was there any temptation for you to say, I'll set this one out?
No, I never. The COVID thing never worries me in the slightest. I never would stay in the house. I'm out all the time, and I wouldn't hold back on it. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to get a disease or anything out there, but I just keep going, and the good thing about me, I can eat all the rubbish you throw at me, and it doesn't worry me, like, you know.
Well, this is it.
I never.
Well then,
I'm not doing a lot here. Like, them two boys on there always have more work than me. You know.
Well then, going into the dressing room, you said you have that 40 years experience of physio. I know obviously Ronan is there and he does the bulk of the work, but you ever still help him out? Give him
No, but see, what it comes, I don't do nothing with the senior team as far as, if they want something, I'll give it to them. If I have stuff in my bag that Ronan needs, I'll give it to him, or anything we had here. Colin Neal used to be wild like that. He forgot things all the time. You know, but no, Ronan nearly has everything that he needs there, like, and then young Stevie's there now too, giving him a hand.
Yeah.
The only thing I would get away with slagging the boys over there. But like the rest of the boys mightn't get away with it, because I'm too old now. They don't take any heed to me, like, you know, just a bit of fun and a bit of crack with them.
Yeah. So we'll say within the dressing room then you're kind of you'd nearly be called the joker of the pack inside there.
I don't know. Biggest slagger in there, anyway, like, you know. But I do get away with it, like, you know, and maybe it's according to my age, like, you know.
Well, I suppose over the years you've nearly seen it all in football, and this year must have been a particularly strange year on the pitch as well, even within the squad.
Very, very strange this year now with that COVID thing, just upset everything. Hearts are going very well, and then just that lockdown just kind of messed everything up. And we're just getting going now at the end of it again, like, you know.
Yeah, just starting to pick up form.
Starting to pick up form again. And it's difficult for the players too, like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, who would be a manager at the present time?
This
Like,
is it.
this is the thing, like, it's a tight job, like, for any man.
Well, I think like the players themselves would speak of, you know, the crowd giving them the boost, and, you know, the fans being missing. I suppose it's something you'd really miss, you know, from the technical area as well.
Oh, big time. You must, I mean, I walk down that there and everybody's shouting your name, and, you know, you miss all that, like, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I wouldn't remember all their names, but they all know me. So I just,
it's the faces you see over the years and stuff, the crowd that you mingle with. And
it's great.
It's walking into a stand there with nobody standing in it now, beyond 6 or 7 officials.
It's so strange, like, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just not the same at all, like, you know. You really want the crowd back.
Yeah.
That'd be the big thing. Get the crowd back.
Yeah.
I love being involved, like, you know, and I love getting out and about. And I couldn't sit in the house.
Yeah.
I love being out, and if anybody phone me if they're doing anything for football, I'm away. I'll go.
Yeah.
Football comes first all the time. With me,
That's
like,
it.
I just, if somebody phone me about a football match somewhere, I'll be away.
Yeah. That's what
There's no hesitation.
7 years down now with Hearts, do you see yourself making the 8th season with the squad?
Well, if they want me. If they want me, you never know, we could be all sacked. That's the one thing Ollie said to me the first time I came up here 7 years ago. He says, sure, you could be sacked in 6 months' time, or less, he says. He says, that's the nature of the way you have to look at things, you know.
Every squad needs a joke, every squad needs a slagging, I suppose. Is there
definitely.
an official role there of a slagger for 2021?
But, see, it can't be too serious either, like, you know, you've got to have a wee bit of banter 2 times, like.
Well, especially as you said, in a year like it, where it's strange for the players and the fans, I suppose that bit of banter kind of keeps everyone grounded, a bit of normality about it.
I mean, I see all the boys, they're great to come on, and they're all shouting, shaking hands with me, and I mean, they take notice of me, like, you know, and I mean, that's great. I feel great about it, like, you know.
Yeah.
Them boys all coming on, shouting at you and shaking hands with you and things like that there. That's really enjoyable, like, you know.
Well, your official role, they say, is kit man, and you're the assistant to the man who's sitting in here watching me, Dougie. How's the relationship between the two of you? Putting the kits out?
It gives me a hard time at times, you know. Especially with a lot of things, like, you know. But Dougie does all the work, to be fair. I don't do a lot of work. I don't know how he does it all the times. I couldn't do what he's doing. There's no two ways about it. I wouldn't even do it, but for a start I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what he's doing, not a hope in hell. A lot of work on it, like, you know. I just couldn't do it.
Are you the oldest man within the League of Ireland at the minute, active within a club or backroom team?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
No, I wouldn't know it. I mean, I can still run about. Dougie will tell you I run about the field there, catching, looking at the footballs and giving the boys footballs and things like that there. I can still run about the field, like.
Yeah. But
I'm only 84 yet.
well, we'll go back to the family connection, I suppose, not to keep you any longer, but what's it like for you being in a dressing room along with Gareth?
That's great. It's a very, very nice feeling to be there, and you have a grandson that's playing, and even captain of the team, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, like.
It must give you an immense sense of pride.
Oh, it definitely does, there's no doubt about it. Very, very.
Years, I suppose, of Kenny playing and then Gareth playing, and they both played at a very high level, and it must give you a great sense of pride with your own involvement in football over the years.
Oh, it does, it definitely is. Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's great. I look forward to it. You know, to see this grandson out there playing and things like that there. Like, I have 10 grandchildren. All the boys are involved in football.
Yeah.
And of course I have a couple of dairy players as well, so
We'll keep a wee bit stum about them though.
we'll keep quiet about the dairy boys. They're very young yet, right now.
Well, we're into the final stretch now. I suppose there's two, possibly more games left, but two that we know of. What's the thoughts?
Well, my personal feeling was I would love to avoid the playoffs if that was possible. That'd be my.
Yeah, but we've seen enough of them over the years now.
Yeah. You know, anything can happen in a playoff, and anybody will tell you that right now, if anything can happen. You know, all you do is look back at last week with Athlone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, things like that there. And you can go out there against a lower division team and get hammered, like.
Yeah.
But personally, I'd love to see the boys staying up without going to a playoff.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get a cup run. Be brilliant, surely, but
I suppose it's all to play for now. What will the last
couple of games, we'll have to all to play for away, and we hope the other teams go for us, like, you know, that's the way it is. we've got to do it ourselves here first and hope that somebody else does us a favour, like, you know. And you don't get no favours in football, like, you know, really. You have to do it yourself. That's it.